and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a pick a card. So I'll tell you a little bit about the 3 different decks that I have for you to choose from, and then go ahead and find the reading that you think resonates most with you. The first one we have is the Edgar Allan Poe deck. The second one is the Celestial Tarot. And the third one is the Bianco Nero deck. So go ahead, pick one, and I'll have a reading waiting for you. Thank you. Welcome back, Pile 1. Let's get into what I pulled for you, okay? The first pairing that we've got here is vulnerability and communication. This is the Fairy Godmother Oracle and the messages for mermaids. So this first clue here is telling me, Pile 1, that there's a need for you to communicate something that might make you feel a little bit vulnerable, something that maybe you've been putting off. It looks like with the Two of Swords energy that you're a little bit torn on whether or not to be a little more cunning or secretive about it. With the Lenormand deck here, we're talking about the option to be cunning. So there's a way for you to communicate here what you need to communicate without putting yourself at risk. So you've got to find that happy medium between sharing what is like speaking your truth and what you really need to express, and withholding what is really just meant for you. We've got Panther Spirit here from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, which is talking about reclaiming your power. So especially when we're talking about communication, voice is a critical part of that power. So make sure that you're not holding back on something that you know really needs to be spoken or aired out. And then for our next pairing here, we've got the Four of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So this is telling me that there is a need for a break, maybe even a vacation, but definitely some time to yourself. Whatever helps you feel like you're relaxed, you're able to actually process things that you're going through, that's what you need. With the Queen of Wands clarifying this, I feel like there's an energy here where you don't really get enough time to yourself. It feels like there's always somebody else asking you for something. The Queen of Wands is known as, somebody who's able to get what they want or achieve what they want, but they also can draw a lot of people in. So at this time, you might be feeling like too many people are wanting to be in your energy and you just need a little bit of time to yourself. Do that. Four of Wands. This is a card that talks about, it can talk about marriage and it can talk about redemption. We've got the Knave of Wands here in the reverse, of Cups. And Page of Cups in the reverse is telling me that with regards to there being a lack of communication or expression on something, we could have a person who's wanting to offer a cup of love that is not. So if that's you, think about why. All right, and then we've got the Hermit and the Two of Coins. The Hermit is a card about taking time to learn a lesson or study. Maybe there's a mentor that's helping you understand how you should approach something, and it's helping you with balancing things out. So there was a lack of stability here, perhaps with specific attention to finances or career, and that's been a focus here. So it could be that somebody is trying to get to a place where they're able to make an offer from a stable position, right? And then we've got King of Cups and Seven of Coins, which is a great pairing. So this is talking about somebody who's working on stability and reaping what they sow. There's a lot of hard work here, and somebody's working to get to that point where they're ready to make some big moves, and it looks like it's about to pay off. So you've been planting some seeds, Pile 1, and they're about to harvest for you. So I hope that's a great blessing for you and that your reading was on point for you. Have a great rest of your day. Hi, Pile 2. So let's dive right into this. We've got a number of different oracle cards along with some tarot, including, of course, the Celestial Tarot that you were drawn to. The first pairing that I have for you, Pile 2, is Rejuvenation and Contentment. It looks like you've maybe been working a little bit too hard and you need to take some time for yourself. And when you do that, it can really help you in terms of your frame of mind and prepare you to receive a blessing. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. It's one of the best cards in the deck because it talks about a blessing of stability. It could be pertaining to work, or it could be a stable relationship. And then for the next pairing, we've got from the Fairy Lenormand, the Garden, which talks about socializing. And then we also have the Stag Spirit from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And this is talking about taking the lead. So Spirit is saying you need to get out and about and socialize a little bit more. You know, if you're in the same hemisphere, winter's over and it's time for you to throw on some, you know, fun clothes, have a drink with a friend, celebrate, whatever it is. But they want you to get out and about and show people your personality. Then for jumping into the tarot here, we've got the Hermit, clarified by the Five of Cups. The Hermit is going to be all about learning a lesson. There might be somebody in your life who is helping you kind of understand life from a different perspective or see things with a better outlook that helps you stay positive. And it's helping you move past this period of stagnation and solitude. So the Hangman is clarified by the Four of Swords, which is telling us that along with this Hermit energy, there's been a little bit of a stagnation and a little bit of almost like a depressive period of time. But one thing I wanted to comment on for you, Pile 2, is you've got all major arcana here from the Celestial deck. Really speaks to major changes and movements happening in your life right now, probably as a result of your willingness to do some inner work or some shadow work. Then we've got the Star here being clarified by the Moon, which is such a lovely combo. We may have a water sign influence here, so if you are Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, that could be why this is coming out here for you. But it looks like there's something that's been a little bit of a secret, and it could pertain to your wish fulfillment, but it also is kind of hearkening back here to this idea that you need to get out and about and share your personality with other people. So this Star card could also be about you doing something on social media that could garner you a little bit of attention. But there is definitely something that's being held back that needs to be set out and released to others, and I have a feeling it's just you and your wonderful personality. We've got the Wheel of Fortune coming out next, and it's clarified by the Three of Swords. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about karma, and if you've been planting good seeds here, Pile 2, you've got some blessings coming your way, and that's really what the feeling is for me here. But there's also a feeling or a sense here that there's some karma being dealt out to the people that were maybe being a little bit treacherous behind your back. Try not to get too distracted by that, okay? I want you to focus on your wish fulfillment and doing what makes you happy and being out in the limelight. So I hope that reading is helpful for you, Pile 2. Thanks as always for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Have a great day. Hi, Pile 3. Let's dive right into this and see what you've got. We've got the first pairing here from the Fairy Godmother Oracle and the messages from mermaids as truthfulness and discernment. You might have somebody in your life, maybe even more than one, where it's really important for you to communicate very directly and then also use your discernment to make sure that they are returning that favor back to you. There is somebody here who is not being honest with you. We've also got the Strength card coming out. It's a beautiful card from the Tattoo Tarot. This is telling me that you are underestimating how strong you are, and while the current environment in your life is asking you to kind of step it up a little bit and be strong, you need to give yourself credit for the amount of strength that you have to be able to endure whatever it is that you're going through right now. And there's also an importance around communication. With the Rider card from the Fairy Lenormand, we know that there's something critical pertaining to how you engage with the world around you, and it's about making sure you're not dulling down whatever boldness or brightness you are in the world. Let it shine. With the Peacock Spirit here from the Spirit Animal deck, there's something here that you're hiding or holding back, and you really need to stop that. What you actually offer the world is what you're holding back. So when you release that, you're going to see blessings come in. And almost immediately, I'm actually getting shivers right now. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here, which is a really lovely reading for you, Pile 3, because this is a divine blessing of love. And to be honest, what I see for you, Pile 3, is that you actually have two choices here. We've got a King of Cups, who with the Two of Swords may be trying to find a direction. So it could be that this King of Cups is a little threatened by the fact that you have the King of Wands here as well. So this King of Wands may suit your fancy just a little bit, or seem a little bit more aligned to your regular type. This could be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to. And this is somebody who's quite passionate. So you might have a lot of passion between the two of you, or there's a passion here that you really respect and admire in this person for how they earn their money. And then we also have the Eight of Swords clarified by the High Priestess. So Pile 3, I want you to really dig deep here and acknowledge for me how strong your intuition is and how it has helped you in the past, even if it's retroactive, right? Like you knew you shouldn't do something, you did it anyways, and then you like kind of yelled at yourself or like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that. You are the High Priestess here, Pile 3, and that means that whenever you're feeling in this Eight of Swords energy, where you feel like you don't know what's going on and people have left you in the dark, you are making that happen for yourself because you are refusing to listen to your intuition. Tap into that inner knowing, that, voice that tells you when things aren't right, and be better at listening to and acting upon those warnings. You've got discernment coming out here for a reason. This ability or this intuition that you have is something that you need to be able to leverage to avoid heartache or pain in the future, because you've got blessings coming your way. All right, Pile 3, I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks.